All right, so here we are. Welcome back, and we have added all our ad groups. And if you could see down here, we have 18 ad groups, and each ad group is really well put together with specific keywords for each ad group. If we wanted to see all the keywords in this entire campaign, remember the account hierarchy. We have account, campaign, ad group, and inside ad groups are ads and keywords. If we wanted to see all the keywords in the entire campaign, so all the keywords that are in all these ad groups from the campaign's view, which we're in now because we see it in bold, from the campaign's view we can navigate directly to keywords. And if we go directly to keywords, we then get a view of all the keywords in the entire campaign. And if we go to the bottom, it shows that we're showing 1 to 50 of 215 keywords. Okay, so this view will give you a sense of all the keywords and all the data for the keywords in the entire campaign. If we wanted to see keywords for only an individual ad group, there's a couple of ways we could do that. One is just to click the ad group name from the left-hand menu, or we could also click the name of the ad group that appears in the ad group column next to that keyword. So rolling desk chair is our keyword, and AdWords is telling us that it's in the rolling ad group. And if I click rolling, I'll then be shown just the keywords in my rolling ad group, which is 11. So we have 11 keywords in each ad group, and I could also go ahead and go to mesh by clicking on the mesh ad group and taking a look at the data there, and I can go to conference. And at any time, if I wanted to go back to my campaign view, I could either once again click on all campaigns or just click on this campaign. Okay, so if I click over here, I then have the ability to go back to my ad groups. And for my ad groups, once again, I can navigate to keywords. And the same thing is true for ads. Okay, so if I'm in my campaign view, I'm selected at the campaign level, I can go see ads. And this is showing me all the ads in this entire campaign. And the same thing holds true that held true for keywords. If I want to see just the ads in a specific ad group, I can either navigate to that ad group using the left-hand menu, or I can click on the ad group next to the actual text ad. So if I want to see just the ads in our modern ad group, I just click on modern, and now I'm just showing that one ad we have in that ad group. Okay, so keywords and ads have the same navigational elements once you're inside a campaign. So once again, I'm just going to go back to my campaign view, back to my ad groups view from where we started, and I see all my ad groups right here. And keep in mind, the green arrow, the green circle indicates that these are all enabled. And that holds true for keywords as well. If I go to my keywords, I see the green circle, they're all enabled. And we're going to talk about pausing keywords, pausing ad groups, pausing campaigns in a minute. But the next thing we want to do at this point, we created our first campaign. It's really well structured, and keep in mind, it's very, very important to remember why we structured our account like this, because this is really where the theory comes into play. This is really how you understand, this is the core of creating successful and profitable campaigns, is really understanding the structural components. We took the campaign level and said this campaign is going to talk about desk chairs and office chairs. So this campaign will just be focusing on keywords, office chairs, desk chairs, anything related to chairs. We then said it's not good enough to just create one ad group for all desk chairs, because there's a lot of different types of desk chairs a person might look for. A person might go to Google and look for a leather desk chair, or an executive desk chair, or a colorful desk chair, or a rolling desk chair. And while we could have just created one ad group for all those keywords, and our ad text could have been something like, great selection of office chairs, and I'm not saying that would have been bad, but if we want to really beat our competition and we want to do better than them and get cheaper cost per click and get better quality traffic and convert more and make more sales, we need to segment things out so we could talk specifically to the customer as if we're standing right in front of them answering their question. So the way we set it up, if somebody looks on Google and here's our keywords for a rolling desk chair, right? Here's the keyword rolling desk chair. If somebody puts in a query, rolling desk chairs on sale, the ad they're going to see, let's go to the ads tab, is rolling desk chairs, wheels that work. Poppin.com/rolling desk chairs. It's as if we responded to their exact question. And the same thing is true for conference. Conference seating is the ad. If somebody looks for padded desk chair sale, your butt doesn't have to hurt. So that's a very specific answer to a person's specific question. So we took the time, we took the thought to create very tightly knit groups of thematically related keywords with ad text that matches, and what's most important to remember is our text of the ad and our landing page answers the specific question they were asking. We're not answering their specific question with general. If all of our keywords were just in one ad group and we said, come to our site because we have great office chairs, that would be a general answer to a specific question. If somebody searched Google for heavy-duty ergonomic office chairs or heavy-duty office chairs, and we answered with a generic ad, it's not as good as answering it with a specific ad, because we're, once again, just to review this concept, we accomplish two things. We're more relevant in the eyes of the human, in the eyes of the consumer, where, hey, that was exactly my question. You guys are answering exactly what I was asking. That's amazing. And we also get more relevance in the eyes of Google, which is this ad text is very related and relevant to the query. And that's going to create a good user experience as Google. And Google is going to award us with a higher quality score because of that. So it's a really, really fantastic way to structure these ad groups. Once we decide to start setting up our keyword level bids and getting more on top of our default max CPC bids, that's when we're going to start thinking about what type of consumer is this query representing, where in the buying funnel. And I'm sure you guys remember the stages of the buying funnel, right? Awareness, right? Awareness is when a person is learning about the product. Interest, shopping, and buying. So I'm sure you guys remember those funnel stages. And these keywords that we have so far all represent certain stages, or are all likely to represent certain stages in that buying funnel. And when we start setting up our bids, that's when we want to start really understanding what type of stage in the buying funnel do these keywords represent. And that's how we're going to determine how much we're willing to pay per click. And we're going to talk about that in a lot of detail when we talk about discovering bids and coming up with a profitable bidding strategy. But for now, the next thing we need to do is talk about adding our billing, setting up our billing so our ads could start running. And that's what we're going to cover in the next section. So this was a really good chapter in structuring a campaign to include multiple tightly knit grouped themes of keywords. We pulled it all together from the keyword research, the keyword planning, and the keyword organization that we did. And now we have them live, organized, and ready to rock in our AdWords campaign. So let's jump ahead. Let's go set up our billing, get that out of the way, and then we'll come back and talk about bids, talk about quality score, talk about adding campaigns, and really diving into creating a superstar account. And then we'll move into some live data from some of the accounts in our agency and start taking a look at how to analyze data and how to optimize campaigns, because that's the whole other half of running profitable AdWords campaigns. So thanks for watching this one, and it's we're getting to some really exciting stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in a few seconds or a few minutes or a few hours whenever you decide to continue and watch the next section. I hope it's really soon, but either way, I'm sure I will talk to you very soon in the near future. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you later.